Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are still waiting for Krayzie to come in. Excuse us today, but this is our first time streaming in house. Alright, Epidemic, I'm gonna set you the link there, send it to you. Alright? Alright. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is historic. We have Krayzie Bone from Bone Thugs and Harmony about to jump on this interview with us. We got Chi Lovato in the building. DJ Livio, what's up? I see you. Right. Is that on the street lab on the link that I sent you? That's how you get it? Yeah, right. Okay. Right. We're waiting on the legendary Krayzie Bone to come in. Real quick, Epidemic, say something on the mic.
Yeah, you hear me?
Ask Karina if she can hear you. We are live on BTF Radio, baby. Yeah. Please post the links all over the place. Oh, okay. I'm not used to being an admin while we do this. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm the admin and the host. Like it's crazy right now.
No pressure.
Yeah. You know what, man? Let's run back. Let's run back TT Lavato's song back. Let's run it back to the people. You know what I'm saying?
One time for the one time. That was a nice little. Okay, I see what you did there. I know I should keep this on a hush, yeah. All I'm trying to do is really talk, yeah. Let's take a fucking night, let's keep up in the fight, let's keep up in the fight, that's right. I'm winning, all the silence when I let you nothing crush, yeah. Don't be hypnotized with this touch, yeah. Take a fucking night, let's keep up in the fight, let's keep up in the fight, that's right. I love what you asked me. I love how you so next to you. I love how you take your time. Let's act out what's on your mind. Don't hold back, look in my eyes.
Yeah, you see this one, this is brand new music, right? Rolling. You got one.
Deep and deeper, make
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are waiting on the legendary Crazy Bone of Bone Thugs and Harmony. This is crazy, man. I got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this bugged out to me. I'm still a fan of hip hop. I'm still a fan of music. Let's go that kind of listen. Sheila Dino.
And the flair.
That sounds like a porn name. I'm just saying. What's up?
I heard that Chi Chi sounds Spanish. Like a lot of people thought I was Spanish before they met me. Like,
What's
I
that
was
sound?
Spanish.
That mean? It's like okay. Yeah. So, okay, hold on. We got him in the building. Hold on 1 second. Yes, sir. We are live on the Big Show, DTFradio.com. We got Krayzie Bone in the building. What's up? Can you hear us? Tell him. Yeah, we just waiting for the connection to come up. We waiting for the connection to come up. We waiting for the connection to come up. We got Lifted T's in the building. Yeah, we just waiting. He's here. We just waiting on the connection, ladies and gentlemen. This is what virtual interviews is about. You know what I'm saying? Right. We just waiting. We waiting for him to come back in. I know he said his service is a little long. All right, let's go back to playing a little instrumental. We're going to look. All right, let's go. What's up? Lifted T's in the building. Taz is here. This is Chi Chi Lovato. Right, that's not funny. No, I'm just saying, like, you adults here, I can joke around. Right. We just waiting, ladies and gentlemen. We are waiting. Um, we are waiting. Taz, you might have to, if you got a question, you might have to come over here. All right? Because I think if we have too many devices that we turn around, it's not going to sound too good. We just waiting. Take it over 3 seconds. All right. Run that song up. Run that song, school, run the song.
What is it if you don't mind me asking? I've never had it, but I will try it.
Oh, you know what? You can look at it from here. You can look at it from here for the rest of the questions because we got the off scores from here. Okay, so look at it from here. You don't have to go on the screen yard, all right? Okay, hold up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got the legendary Crazy Bone in the building today. Crazy, can you hear us right now?
Yes, indeed. I hear you all good, man. All good.
Okay, man. We appreciate you being a part of the show. Um, it's an honor, man. It's really an honor to have you here on the show. I couldn't even believe in a million years that I would be doing radio and interviewing Crazy Bone from Bone Thugs and Harmony, man. I appreciate it for real.
It's all love, bro. All love, brother. For
Right.
sure.
So really quick, let me just introduce my team. Right in the middle, we have DJ Epidemic, our resident DJ. Uh, he's here. We have our current guest, who is an upcoming R&B singer from Brooklyn, Chi Chi Navala. She is here as well too. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Crazy Bone of Bone Thugs and Harmony to the show. Real quick, you know what it is, man.
Love.
Right.
For sure.
So, sir, what's new?
Man, just man, coming out of this quarantine, just ready to work. You know what I'm saying? Ready to
Right,
pick up where we left off, man, and just ready to get back out here for real. It's been a whole year just doing nothing, and I mean not doing nothing, but just marinating. But I'm ready to get back active, man, for real.
right. Being in this quarantine, dealing with this pandemic, did it change the style of your recording process? Did it change the style of your music? Did you come up with anything new to the point where some people might not even uh, think that it's crazy on the track?
I mean, man, I'm working on during the quarantine, you know what I'm saying? One thing that I am thankful for is I got to really got a chance to like really be in the studio, like, because before, we tour so much and we do so many shows, it's like I didn't have that much time to be in the studio because we was on the go, but I
Right,
was able to get in and like bang out like 4 projects, you know what I'm saying? Like 4 solid projects, like different concepts and everything. So I just released one, the Leagues of Legend project, which is my cannabis brand. And the next project I'm working on is a project called Crazy Melodies, where I'm like more just doing the singing than the harmonies, opposed to rapping. I'm 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 doing I'm showing them the harmony side of Bone Thugs and Harmony. You know what I'm saying? So
right,
that that's the next project that I'm coming in, and I'm doing a lot of singing on that project. So it's a little different than what we usually do.
right, right. So, as far as this new era of music, I've heard a couple of conversations. I've heard a couple of conversations on podcasts, on radio shows, or even in the street that people, upcoming artists have really taken this harmonizing on the track from Bone Thugs and Harmony. Like you guys originated that type of style on tracks. I mean, is that accurate?
Very accurate, very very accurate. You know what I'm saying? It's undisputed to me. You know
Right,
what I'm saying? Because it's like, and everybody who do it, they acknowledge it. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody who has partaken in the style, they acknowledge it. It ain't no ifs, ands, and maybes about it. You know what I'm saying? It's even to the point. It's even to the point we done influenced the whole category at the Grammy Awards. Best melodic rap. I saw that.
right,
I'm like, what? I'm like, where that come from? You
right,
know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? So everybody know where it come from, man. You know what I'm saying? Like they may not give Bone Thugs and Harmony the credit, but we know where it come from.
right, right. So, So let me say this. I gotta be real honest, right? Like, I've been DJing for a long time, and like I dislike a lot of the times that artists try to sing on record, like rappers trying to harmonize. And I think the reason why I dislike it so much is because I don't think they take it as serious as you guys did when you guys do it on track. I think they just do it to try to get a hit record and try to make a little money, try to get a couple of streams, and I don't think they take that serious. And I think it takes uh, a lot of practice. I think it takes a lot of creativity to be able to do that correct. Now, have you ever felt like somebody did it wrong? I mean, you don't have to say the name of the artist, but have you ever had a time where you did some music like, man, they're not doing this right?
You said, have I heard
Have
it
you,
do what?
have you ever heard a track recently where they're trying to kind of like mimicking what you guys have done in the culture and kind of say like they're not doing it right? Have you ever felt like an artist wasn't doing it correctly as far as harmonizing the track like a rap artist?
You so you said, have I ever felt like they wasn't doing it correctly?
Yes.
Man,
You don't have to name the artist.
oh yeah, yeah. It's a whole bunch of them sounding terrible trying to do it. You know, there's a lot of them sounding terrible trying to do it. You know what I'm saying? But there are some that have mastered it like pretty well and have managed to add to it, and you know what I'm saying, add their own flavor or their own swag to it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's all about, though. You know what I'm saying? So it's like like back in the day, we used to look at it as you know what I'm saying. Because we come from the era of if you sound like somebody, you biting. Bottom line, we ain't trying to hear it. You sound like me, you stole my stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's
Right.
how that's what we was on. But like it's now to the point to where like where the industry is now. They say it's flattery, you know what I'm saying? It's whatever, you know what I'm saying? But it just shows how much we influence the industry, man. Like overall, for real,
Right, right,
it's a blessing.
right,
It's really a blessing.
right. I mean, I think I would like it a little more if you took it serious and really did it correctly. But like I'm not a fan of a lot of artists that are doing it right now. I guess in my ears it don't sound right. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's kind of like I think it could be done better or not done at all. If you're gonna pay homage to somebody, do it correctly. If you're not gonna pay homage to right, then just leave it alone and be yourself and you come up with your own stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, I definitely agree with that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's like I said, when we came up in the area, it was like we were striving to be different anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like we wasn't really trying to like sound like nobody. We wasn't trying to look like nobody. We was just trying to be us. And it's like I find like today it's like it's like that's what the music industry is missing to me. Is just like a lot of like repetitive over and over again. Like everybody's trying to do the same thing. They look alike. They talk alike. The music sounds the same. It's just like there's no separation. You know what I'm saying? Like back when we came up, you didn't, you know, like artists didn't sound like each other. You know what I'm saying? KRS One didn't sound like Big Daddy Kane. Big Daddy Kane didn't sound like LL Cool J or so on and so on. Everybody
Right,
had their own identity, and I think that's what's
right.
missing.
Right, right, and I think we preach that on this platform a lot, especially when it comes to production. We from the era of Just Blaze, Scott Storch, Neptune, Switch Beats, Timberland, a whole bunch of great producers out there, and it's kind of like now all the production is the same. Everybody trying to flow the same. Everybody saying the same thing. You can't really like there's no variety out there like that, you know.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's like man. I don't know what it is. I don't know why hip hop is not being allowed to flourish. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand why it's not being allowed because there's many different genres in hip hop inside the within the genre of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? There's different styles of hip hop. So I don't know why they keep force feeding us one form of hip hop. when it's
Right.
when hip, there's many different hip hop sounds. You know what I'm saying? There's opportunity for everybody. They keep just like feeding us what they want us to hear. You know what I'm saying? They trying to program us with bullshit for some reason. Like for real.
Right. Now, I definitely get it, man, and I appreciate your opinion on this conversation. I mean, let's get to the new stuff. You spoke about a couple of new things going on. You spoke about your new company. Let's talk a little bit about that. I know they're legalizing some things out there. I mean, I don't smoke myself, but let's talk about it.
Hold on, I couldn't hear what you said. It's kind of echoey.
Oh,
Couldn't hear
okay,
what you
my
said.
apologies. I say you spoke about some of your new ventures, some of your new music in the beginning. Let's talk about that a little bit.
Bro, I'm sorry. Every time you talk, it's like crackling. It's like
All
real
right, hold on.
echoey. I really
Let's
can't
get
hear. I
this
can't
situation
really can't
started.
understand.
Give me 1 second. Uh, is it a little better right now? That's better?
Yeah, it's still like it's still a lot of echo, but I can hear you. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Is that better? That's better? You hear me clearly?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. So let's talk about some of your new ventures, some of your new music you mentioned earlier. I'm not a smoker, but I mean, let's get into it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, definitely, man. Lee's a Legend is an album is a project I just released. So if you're a Bone Thugs and Harmony fan, we've always dedicated uh a, a song or two to marijuana. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And we always been advocates. We always been indulging in it. And this is actually something I've been wanting to do for a long time. Just like I want to do a whole album with nothing but weed songs on it. You know what I'm saying? Just like smokers anthems. So you know what I'm saying? So
Right. Right. Right.
whenever you out smoking, everybody to smoke, you know what I'm saying? Like you can throw this whole album on, just let it play and
Right.
just and just ride with it. You know what I'm saying? So basically that's what this album is. Basically a feel good, kick back, relax album. You know what I'm saying? It's at at your leisure album. Really.
Right. Right. So, as far as like, did you put that out? You just you just recently put that out, right? It was after 420. Am I right?
Yeah. It was actually on 420. It was we released it to YouTube, and then a couple days later it came out. And it's also to support my strand that I have. I also have I have a strand. My brand is called Leagues of Legend. You know what I'm saying? So it just released a strand out here in California like a week ago called First of the Month. So yeah. So I'm moving heavy in the cannabis thing right now too. So yeah.
Right. Are you happy that they're starting to legalize cannabis a little more out there? I know you got to be happy.
Yeah, yeah, man, definitely. You know what I'm saying? But definitely happy. But I really want to make sure that now that it's being legal, that some of that money is trickling down to our communities because we've been penalized for it, we've been going to jail for it, and now that it's legal, we need to get some of that money. Like for real,
Right.
we
Right.
we we. We've been told y'all ain't nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? But y'all kept throwing us in jail, penalizing us. Now want to make
Right.
money and don't share none with us.
Right.
That can't happen.
You're
That
trying to
can't
trying to
happen.
take
Like
away
for real,
from the
we gotta.
culture that you guys built.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like we made this culture mainstream. You know what I'm saying? So they gotta kick in, man, for real.
So let
Definitely.
me ask you this. Maybe you can educate me a little bit because I'm not a weed smoker. I mean, I've tried it, in my early days when I was a little younger, but I'm not really a weed smoker. Like, what's really the difference between all these companies that are really coming out with their own branding? Like, let's educate some of our listeners right now because we live on YouTube, we live on Facebook, we live on a couple of platforms. So I want to educate some of our listeners and viewers on, the different types of brands and how different it is out there with these with the legalization of marijuana.
Man, you know, it's now,
If I
it's
could
starting
ask
to
that,
be political.
I don't want to
You
I
know what I'm
don't want
saying?
to step out there. I don't want to
I,
step out the box, and I don't want to step out the box and have you say something you're not supposed to say. But I just want
no,
to educate people that are in tune
yeah,
right
no,
now.
yeah, it's all good. Like I said, it's it's political, man. Just like everything else when it starts making money. You know what I'm saying? And once politics get involved, you just got to get in and figure your way out and just maneuver through it. But it has changed. Like one thing I say, like when I used to smoke and indulge in weed, like it's way more brands and strands that I've ever seen in my life. I'm like, I don't know where y'all getting this from, but all these strands just popping up and just new strands. I'm like, hell, this is not my grandma's weed I'm smoking right now. Like for real, you know what I'm saying? So it's like now all of a sudden they got this kind of weed, they got this, like, you know what I'm saying? And I really never kept track of the names of what it was. I just smoked it. I'm like, just give me the weed to smoke. That's doing too much. Like
Right,
for real, you know what I'm saying?
right.
For real.
Uh, Real quick, so I have this young lady right here next to me. Her name is Taz. She is the CEO of Lifted Teas. She does her own liquor fused tea, and she also does her own liquor infused tea. So I'm pretty sure she has a question or two for you. You guys do the whole smoking thing and all that. So I'm gonna pass you over to her real quick so she can ask you a question or two if you don't mind, sir.
Okay.
She said, "How high is your tolerance? Because we're gonna send you a nice gift bag, a nice gift package out there."
Oh, how's my tolerance? Well, like I met I measure. I'm gonna tell you like this. It take a lot of weed to get me high. Cause so I'm on like I'm on like edibles and like syrups now. The THC syrups and and my maximum is like 1500 milligrams. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm on right now for real. So yeah, I have a very high tolerance. Very. I couldn't hear nothing.
You gotta talk a little louder. You gotta talk a little louder. You gotta talk with your chest. Right.
No, I said I'm gonna
Yeah.
make sure I send you that back. I don't know if you mentioned it. I also really cannabis tea. So THC, CBD, it's the whole process. You didn't say? You hear me?
Honestly, all I heard was THC.
She
All I heard
she
was
does
THC.
she
That's all I
does
heard.
she can you hear me? You can hear me though, right? I know you can hear me because I'm loud.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So she
yeah,
said
yeah.
she creates cannabis infused teas, and we're gonna send you out a package for you to enjoy. You know,
Oh, okay. So she creates cannabis infused things. Okay.
yeah, she creates cannabis infused teas, liquor infused teas. That's what she does, and she's had this company for a while now. She's very
Wow.
popular out here in New York, so we definitely gonna send you out a nice little care package for you if you don't mind.
Yes, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Because I'm into that. The liquors being infused and stuff. I like that for sure. Definitely.
Okay,
For
okay.
sure.
What's your favorite liquor?
Yes.
What's your favorite liquor? You got cognac, whiskey, vodka.
Uh, cognac.
I picked the right one.
Yes, indeed.
So real quick, let me just show you a bottle real quick of how it's gonna look. We She actually thought that you was gonna be in the building and she had a little something for you, but this is the way it looks.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So we gonna
That's
send you
dope.
out
That's
the big
dope.
bottles.
Oh
This little bottle. We're gonna send you out the big bottles, all right?
yeah, man. I got to get my hands on some of that there, man. For sure.
Right, right. So real quick, I have our young guest, a young lady from Brooklyn, New York City, who is an aspiring R&B singer. She would like to ask you a question, if you don't mind. Her name is Chichi Lovato, straight from Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Hey, hey.
Um,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I can hear you. No, I can't. No, I can't
You
hear
gotta
you.
talk a little louder. You gotta talk a little louder.
it's loud enough.
Right, like that. That's right.
Yeah.
Bass?
Yeah.
Alright. What is one thing like that stayed with you during your experience in music? Something that stayed
Yeah, like for some
Her
reason, this
question,
is
her
like
question, her question was, what have you learned from the music business in the beginning that you've always taken with you throughout your career?
that all these people shiesty as hell. No, but no, man. You just I mean, it's just like you gotta be serious about the business, man. The business is most important. It's called the music business for a reason. You know what I'm saying? It's 90% business, 10% music. If you treat it the other way around, you will fail miserably. For real. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you have to be on your business, man. You have to know what you're doing. You have to know the right moves to make. You have to have the right team, and you got to know when to leave it all alone. Like for real, really.
Nah, we
That's what
appreciate
I've
that.
learned with it and took with me. This,
We definitely appreciate that.
yep.
I'm gonna pass you over to our resident DJ, DJ Epidemic. He has a question for you, sir. We got Crazy Bone here. We live on the Fix Show, DTFradio.com. Epidemic, what's up? I wasn't working with Big.
With Biggie, oh man, Big was super cool. I mean, we had known Big for some time. Because we started coming up around the same time, so we was on all the summer jam shows. Every show we was on, he was on, vice versa. So we always talked about working, getting in the studio. We just never did it. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, and one day we all happened to be in LA, and Puff called us up, and man, we were shot straight to the studio, and Big had it set out for us, man, and it was the last time like actually seeing him or getting to work with him. So everything was cool, and we was just in there. Everything was just authentic and genuine. You know what I'm saying? Legendary session for real.
Not too many people can say they were in a session with Big, in a live session with Big, man. So you guys got that monumental experience right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, indeed, for sure.
Right. So I want to move forward to your new material. You got a joint called Rolling. We got it right here live in the studio. Let's talk about that track real quick. Like what was going on in your life during that time you was recording that song?
Which song was that again?
Rolling. We got Rolling. We got Rolling live right here in the studio. We about to play it, but
Oh,
we just want to get a little insight on the song and how the song came about.
man, that song actually came about. We was we was at the end of the album. The album was mixed down, and actually had to take two songs off to replace them. And I was in the studio. I had one of my artists in the studio with me, the one that's featured on the song Adonis. He actually from the Bronx. Um, he was in the studio. I was like, man, I need a song like to replace the song real quick. We only got a couple of days, and like we just started smoking. You know what I'm saying? And we came up with the song right here. And like just talking about rolling weed.
No, man. All right, so real quick, I'm gonna ask everybody to mute their mics. We're gonna play the song right here live for everybody who's tuned in on YouTube, for everybody who's tuned in on our app, for everybody who's tuned in from all over the world. We're gonna play the song right here, brand new, Crazy Bone. This joint is called Rolling. You know what it is. We live on the Fit Show, DTFradio.com. DJ Epidemic, let's play that joint. Everybody mute their mics.
Fire back good. Roll one, dog, roll me two, dog, roll me three, dog, roll it up, roll it up, roll me one, roll me two, roll me three, dog, roll it up. Tell me roll it up, feel so high, looking up for. Gonna make call, got me confident as strong. Tell me roll it up, that's a good call. That was a roar, good call. I've been told I'm never before that. Come back to my crib, put on my slippers, I'll show you how I live. Put on my music, I'll show you what I did. Speed up my whip, fuck my no mileage. High as the sky, don't leave with no pilot. So I'm strong, high, I'm strong minded. Don't fuck with fakes, I'm very divided. Time to escape, I'm leaving in private. Roll me two, dog, roll me three, dog, roll it up, roll me one, roll me two, roll me three, dog, roll it up. I feel like a air, like a breeze, I feel like, it feels like, the skyline house for the God, this feels right, like real right. But somehow right now, this is not my real life, but I'ma live life. I'm perfect, my euphoria, my euphoria, my euphoria. So even though this me ain't no here right now, I'm not no here. I'm into the with everything, man. I'm just going up, nigga going up. And I don't wanna hit you, it's not strong enough, not strong enough. Get you some of this time to treat me, just roll it up, roll it up, roll it up. Somebody said you be selling and yelling, and they really not the right way. One opportunity to message you fast. Too confident you would never trust us. You really trying to smoke a bomb while we so much charge you niggas to think. I'm always selling the bomb, I can't. And you ain't gonna believe it, they ain't my friend. You ain't gonna believe it, you can't lie. You ain't gonna believe it, you ain't high. You ain't gonna believe it, you stay high. You ain't gonna believe it, you stay high. I'm trying to run like a human being on the break high. Roll me two, dog, roll me three, dog, roll it up, roll me one, roll me two, roll me three, dog, roll it up. Roll me one, dog, roll me two, dog, roll me three, dog, roll it up, roll me one, roll me two, roll me three, dog, roll it up.
Oh man, we live on the Big Show, DTFradio.com. That was brand new Krayzie Bone called Roll It. You know what it is? We got legendary Krayzie Bone and Bone Thugs and Harmony in the building right here live with us. DTFradio.com, the Big Show. Man, it was refreshing to hear some brand new Bone Thugs, some brand new Krayzie Bone. It was just refreshing, man. I ain't even gonna lie, man. I haven't heard one of you guys' joints since your last group album. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm just keeping it 100. You know what I'm
all
saying?
good. Yes,
Right.
indeed. All good. All good.
So it was great to hear the new Krayzie Bone track, man. And I salute you, man. Like you guys are still on it, man. You still sound great, man.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that, brother. For sure.
Right. So right now we gonna go around the table right here in the studio, and we just gonna give you a little feedback on the record. Is that cool?
All good,
All
for
right.
sure.
DJ Epidemic, what's up, man? How you felt about the record? Right. 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 You know what it is. Taz, how you feel about the record? You gotta talk a little louder. You know you gotta talk a little louder. You gotta scream a little bit. You gotta scream a little bit. Right, man. So we definitely love the record over here, man, in New York City. You know,
Yes, indeed.
I gotta ask you with the new material that you're putting out and some of the new stuff that you're working on, can you give us a little insight on some of the newer guys that you would like to work with? I mean, who do you have in the back of your mind? Is there anybody that's out there that you would like to collaborate with or maybe have on your next project or something like that?
Man, man, always been, like somebody, man. It's like I'm down to work with whoever. It ain't nobody specific. I'm down to work with whoever, as long as it makes sense and when we connect and the song fits and everything is perfect. I have no problem working with anybody. I'm versatile. I can to any shape or form I need to do when it comes to this music. You know what I'm saying? So that's not a problem. For
So,
real.
but there's nobody specifically that you thought of that you like out here right now that you would like to do the track.
Man,
It gotta be somebody. Come on,
no,
man. You gotta
honestly,
get
it's like, I mean, if it probably is. I have to hear it. I have to hear something like to spark the interest. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I can't think of nobody like right off the, you know what I'm saying? Like right off the bat, right now. Honestly, I can't.
okay. I feel you. I understand. As far as like, eh, as far as like this generation of hip hop, right? Um, I don't want to sound redundant to what we was already talking about, but in this current state of hip hop, man, do you think hip hop music is in a great stage, or do you think that hip hop music is in a bad stage right now with what's currently going on in the music industry?
I mean, going back to what I said earlier, like I have no problem with hip hop changing. Music is going to change. People are change. The times are going to change. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, but I love, the fact that hip hop is evolving. It's one of the greater. It, it it is the most influential music genre as of right now. It is because if hip hop says it's cool, it's cool. If hip hop tells you to wear it, you wear it. And that's all over the world. But you know what I'm saying. The only problem I have with it is, what I'm saying, like again, how they try to force feed us one type of hip hop music. You know what I'm saying? When there's so many other talented artists out here that can do so many things that are actually saying that are actually, so I just don't like the fact that they're taking the main part of hip hop away, because and that was the message in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like because hip hop always had the message. That was hip hop was our motivation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You listen to a hip hop record, you get motivated. You know what I'm saying? Like it was our motivation, and it seems like now it's just all party and it's just it's like no substance. Like you know what the record going if it's on the radio, you know what the record gonna be about before they even play the record.
Right.
Guaranteed.
Right, and
No
you
lie.
know what was
Like for
crazy
real.
is that what
Because
was crazy what's crazy is that on this platform, we talk about that a lot. We talk about how artists are not are scared to take risks. Artists are scared to go left. Everybody's trying to be generic with their music. Everybody's trying to get a radio spin. Everybody's trying to sound like the people on the radio. Nobody's taking risks in their music. Nobody's being creative. And well, I'm not gonna say nobody. I'm just saying a lot of artists are not being creative. Artists are being scared to create different things. And my thing is, if you call yourself an artist, you're supposed to create new things. If you call yourself an artist, am I right? So for me, it's kind of like, I really can't, I really can't ride that wave that's happening with with anything, whether it's trap music or drill music. You know, it's cool. Let the people who originated that and took that and made their lane with that stay with that. Like there gotta be somebody else who's gonna generate and create something else new for people to love and appreciate out there. And I think that, you know, artists are scared to do that at this time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. What I would inspire artists to do, or encourage them to do, is to always think outside the box. Just because the party loves live, don't mean you can't create your own party live or down. You know what I'm saying? If everybody's going right, you go left. If everybody's going up, you go down. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, take some risk. You know what I'm saying? Be different. Be your own person. You'd be
Right,
surprised how many people follow you. Real talk.
right, right.
Real talk.
As far as this brand new project and as far as your new company, what's next for Crazy Bone, man?
Well, man, what I'm doing right now is like I'm really getting into going back home to my hometown in Cleveland, and I've started a nonprofit organization called Spread the Love, and what I'm doing, I'm in the process now of acquiring the old property to my old elementary school,
Mm,
and I'm going to build a Ohio Performing Arts Museum to showcase
oh
all the
man,
talent that has come from Ohio
that's great.
to to give the people to give the younger generation there's some inspiration and hope that you can make it from Ohio, because as it is, everybody that makes it from Cleveland or from Ohio, they have to leave it. So what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to put together programs through this nonprofit organization to where we change that. You don't have to leave Cleveland. You can stay here. You can have opportunities that you would have in New York and or or that you would have in LA. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I'm like, we have enough talent here, and Bone Thugs and Harmony is from here, so we should be able to do something with this for real. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Along with the trying to put something together with the athletes, with LeBron and everybody is trying to, just trying to bring it all together for real.
that's respectable, man. Salute to you on that, man. Anything that we can do over here in New York on this platform to help you guys out to spread the word, please let us know, man. Like you have a home here in New York on this station with us, man. Anytime you want to talk about something, you want to debut some music, we are here to support you, man. We're here to lend a helping hand. You know, and that's very commendable. We do a lot of community events out here as well too with our platform. So anything we can do to help, man, please let us know. You know, we don't mind
Okay.
reaching out to you. You can reach out to us, man. We get to help out as much as possible with anything that has to do with giving back to the community, whether it's our community or not.
Yes, indeed. Definitely appreciate that, bro. For sure.
Right, right. And you know, I made sure you got some info about next weekend. I hope you got the info for next weekend uh, out here in New York. You know, I think it'd be a great opportunity uh, for you to be out here in New York next weekend. I hope you got the information. I was told you got the information for
Yeah.
next Sunday. You know, it's gonna be
Yeah.
big out here. It's gonna be big out here. You know what I'm saying? So it'd
Definitely.
be dope to have you in the building if you can. If you can't, it's all good. I know it's a last minute type of thing. But anything we can do to support the new music, you know, to support the companies, you know, your outreach programs, man, we here to support you.
Man, thank you, man. Appreciate that, bro. I definitely got the information. I'm gonna definitely try to swing through there for sure. For sure.
Right. And I also put out another opportunity out to your assistant for another platform that we could probably try to get you on, and we're going to talk to some of the big guys to see if we can get some of your new music on these platforms, man. So, like I said, we here to just help. We're not here to just have you on this platform. We're here to help elevate each other and give back, you know, as much as we can to the people who built this hip hop industry for us, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I feel it, bro. I'm on that same. I'm on that
Right,
same page for sure.
right. So real quick, because we only got like 4 more minutes, can you please let our viewers and listeners know where they can go get the new album? where they can go support, your companies. Please give out that information so people can go click on links or go search for you and search for your music and what you got going on out there. Please give the information out to the public.
Man, you get the album. The album is available on all platforms: Spotify, iTunes. You know what I'm saying? Wherever it is out there, it's available. You can find me on Instagram, crazy_bone, Twitter, I am crazy bone, Facebook, Crazy Jack your boss. Man, just yeah. And you run into me in traffic, man. I'm always on the move. I'm always on the go, man. Always on the go.
Right,
And you can be looking out for. Also I have my podcast. I'm getting ready to relaunch called Truth Talks. So y'all need to be watching out for that. It's on the network called Social Club Network called Truth Talks. I talk about all type of real everything that's going on in the world is that we see on the news. Like we talk about it in a real way. So you know what I'm saying? Y'all tune in for that. It's a real conversation. And you ain't just all into what your what your local celebrities gossip is. we
right,
talk the real.
right. We do the same here. We don't do none of that rumor report, gossip stuff. We don't do that over here. We talk about the real stuff over here. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Right, man. So once again, man, we appreciate your time. I know your time is very valuable. We appreciate you being on this platform. Thank you for having us play the new music and talk about what you got going on. I wish we could have had some more time to spend with you and chop it up with you about some more things. Hopefully, we can get a part two sometime in the future. But we really appreciate your time, Crazy Bone. Thank you so much.
Yes, indeed, man. Thank you and appreciate you. Thank y'all for having me, man. Appreciate
Right, man.
everything for
I'm
sure.
gonna follow you right now. I just followed you right now on Instagram. We
Okay.
gonna send you a package. So make sure you get us an address so we can send you out a nice, good, big package for you, man. So you can enjoy some of our materials out here. You know what I'm saying?
Y- Yes, indeed. Will do for sure, man. For sure.
Salute, man. Have a good one.
All right, man. All right, y'all.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a quick show. You know what it is, man. Crazy Bone was just live. I was nervous. I ain't even gonna lie. I was a little nervous on that one. I got nervous for Tony Tucker. I wasn't nervous for Donnell Jones though. I guess because you guys the all you know what I'm saying? Like you know, like, but I was a little nervous with the Bone Thug. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause, I mean, it's just crazy. Like to me, really quickly. Let me take this off the. Let me end the broadcast.